Hello and welcome back to Bransford Webs and this week's Looking Good video. So you join us this week in Glass House 3 and 4 where the big Hebe pot for 2024 has started. So you can see behind me some of the magic colours Hebes, golden pixies on the ground now, Rosie, the one that starts it all for Bransford on the ground now. And we've just dived in here while it's break time, while it's lunchtime, so that it's not actually too noisy in here, but we've got the potting machine moved into the glass house, potting in situ, and over the next few weeks we will pot hundreds of thousands of Hebes into our glass houses, ready for sale from February 2024. So keep watching this space. Sarah will keep updating on social media as these beds fill up, and we'll show you what's looking good around the place. That's for next year, but now for this year and what's looking good on the nursery this week. So we'll start off with a few herbaceous lines. I'm going to start off with sedum. So sedum rose carpet is now online. Lovely chunky 2 litre pot full. The buds are just forming in there, so that'll be a nice lot of colour for the end of August going through into September. Also, we've got Sedum Dark Magic online, new variety for this year, really compact in habit, but just look at that bud on there, absolutely smothered in bud. So that'll be again this nice sort of cerise pink flower as we go through into early autumn, and it does feel a bit more like the crop's moving more into an autumnal range now. The summer flower and herbaceous is starting to drift away and more autumny lines are coming on, hence Japanese anemones. So this is an anemone fantasy series. This is Jasmine. Yep, this is Jasmine, looking really good. 3 litre pot full, really nice strong plant there, really sturdy plant, absolutely loaded in bud. So again, these buds have appeared out of the crown over the last sort of 5 to 10 days, and I would expect by the time they arrive in garden centres next week, the first ones will be open and showing that lovely pink coloured flower. So check out on the availability list for the full range of anemones online, but fantasy the ones to go for this week. And then as we move into more shrubby things for the autumn, we've got some nice proven winners lines on at the moment. So first of all, we've just made saleable our Physocarpus. So we've got Tiny Wine and Tiny Wine Gold. As you can see, really nice contrasting, so you get some good merchandising opportunities on the plant area there. Both form really good garden plants, so really dense shrubs, not too vigorous, so they're easy to maintain and control, and give that really nice background foil to any border that sets off the rest of the flowery plants in front of them. We've also got online Abelia Pinky Bells, and we'll come to some more Abelias in a moment. But Pinky Bells is one from the Proven Winners stable, and really nice habit to it, really good garden shrub, but absolutely loads itself in these delicate pinky white flowers as we get into the autumn. So really good value shrub for the garden. And then we've got a small batch of our Spiraea online. So we have got Spiraea Double Play Gold, and we've got Artist. We've also got Red online, which is even more red than this one. And we've got a little bit of Big Bang available as well. So we do a small crop for the summer. And the reason we do that, it just produces such good autumn foliage interest. So we've got online now if it's bud and flower. But if they don't sell through, which I'm sure they will, when you get into mid-late September, they'll just turn an absolutely stunning burnt orange, that typical autumn colour in the garden. So really sort of dual purpose, well-rounded plants that perform in the garden too. So some good proven winners things on there at the moment. Although we're getting to the end of most of our Hebe Addenda range, we've got online still some 3 litre tricolour. So you've got 3 varieties in here to give foliage interest, and these will flower as we go through into the autumn. Then we'll just jump back to Abelias for a moment, because one of my favourite plants this time of year is Abelia Kaleidoscope. Really good 2 litre pot full, really chunky plant. It's got this really nice golden, I'll stop saying really nice as well in a moment. It's got fantastic golden foliage with green tinges in the middle. And you can just see the start of it now where the centre is coming out orange on the new growth. And as the colder nights come in later in the autumn, that really intensifies and you get a real good show of foliage interest. Yes, it flowers, but for me, that is something that is a fantastic garden plant, gives great value to the border, and will provide a punch and interest all year round. So really worth having Abelia Kaleidoscope. A couple of the varieties then, just to finish off, we've put our Nandina's online. So we've got Gulfstream with its nice sort of salmony pink foliage new growth, and we've got Obsessed with that deep burgundy, Obsessed being the most popular one these days. But both, again, great garden plants, both robust, both give autumn and winter interest. So it's about starting to think about moving the garden on now from that massive flower and start to get prepared for the autumn I know we're only in sort of mid-August at the moment, but really start stocking up for people getting their gardens ready to get that autumn interest and keep the colour and interest going right the way through till the end of the year. So join us again next week. Hopefully we'll show you some more Hebes potted on the ground. It's thick and fast potting at the moment. And yeah, we'll show you what's looking good around the nursery. Until then, goodbye for now.